Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Let's Play. I am your host, MeleeWizard, and the game I'll be playing for you today is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, a game for the Game Gear that holds a special place in my heart. Though I am usually not one for fighting games like this, but I think this one is really well done. Balanced, maybe not so much, but the characters involved have enough variety that allows you to come up with different strategies of how to go about things. And in case it's not obvious, this is based off of the first generation of Power Rangers, or at least the first generation that came to this side of the Pacific Ocean. So, if you look in the options, you have your difficulty settings, you have your match points for the versus mode, best of 1, best of 3, best of 5, and your obligatory sound test. But I'm going to be going into the story game mode here. And there we have Rita Repulsa coming to make a mess of things from her station on the moon. Lovely. So I have stage 1, King Sphinx. And I'm going to try and give all 5 of these characters some equal screen time. Though given the number of stages involved, that won't be possible, but I'll do what I can. And to that end, I am going to be breaking out the dice once again to determine which ranger I'll be playing as. So the first one I'll be going with is the pink one, which seems appropriate since, in my opinion, the pink ranger is probably the weakest out of the bunch. And each character has you have your punches and your kicks, and what happens when you do both at the same time. And you have your basic sets when you're standing, crouching, jumping, and running. And you also have... well, there's one example of these special moves, which you use if you do down, forward, and either punch, kick, or both. And frankly, at least on that regard, Pink Ranger's probably one of the weaker ones, because you see her punch special is the just using her bow as a melee weapon, which seems kind of odd. The kick one just sends her doing a somersault in the air, and for both it's using a bow that's not even that good of a ranged move. You'd think with a bow you'd have a lot better ranged attacks, but with her it's not so much. And with their jumping move there, you notice with that I just lost my train of thought there. You notice that there's a delay in actual striking on that jumping move there, and there's 2 of the rangers in particular that do that, the pink and black, and I kind of find that irritating because it kind of throw off your timing a bit. And there you have King Sphinx, who's following up Goldar, who's your obligatory mid-boss. And I don't know if you were noticing, but once you beat one of those Putty Patrols or beat Goldar down, it heals your health up a bit. And dang it. And my mind just blanked just now. Though isn't to say that Pink Ranger doesn't have her good points. It's just that compared to the other 4, it's not really... there's not much to speak of. It just requires you to alter your strategy a bit. And there we go, we've beaten King Sphinx. Alright. But fans of the show know that it doesn't stop there. Yep. Rita's going to somehow throw her staff from the moon, something that should take days at least, and turn King Sphinx into a kaiju. Lovely. And how do we respond? By summoning our giant 5-part mecha. Frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way. And well, Goldar's comes back again, and how his little mid-boss thing works, as he shows up to under the intent of basically softening us up for whoever's falling up behind him. And he's basically there until we either beat him down enough that he just gives up and leaves, or whatever undetermined time limit goes off. Ah, dang it. Alright. And if we make him leave by damage, then we get healed by a good amount, as you just saw. And with the Megazords, they're a bit of a different beast than like the Rangers or even these bosses themselves, as they tend to sacrifice agility for sheer power, and I'm sure some people don't mind that one bit. Ah, dang it. And, ow, dang it. Come on. Ah. There we go. And of course, if you're pressing away, you'll block their attacks. Though with some attacks, you'll still do some damage. At least those are the special moves that tend to do that, though. And finish them off with the sword. Alright. And what happens when you beat them in this state? They explode! Isn't that lovely? And we have cleared the stage. Alright. Alright, so nasty night, huh? Okay then. Alright, and who will I be going in with this time? Ah, blue! I like the blue one. He has some good attacks. And for the special moves, he has the rapid fire and has the one large lunge. And for those that like to fly, he does this cool helicopter thing that I like pretty well. And of course, Nasty Knight doesn't stick around. He falls back and lets the Putty Patrol at least try and do something. And that one actually did. And Putty Patrol is pretty weak overall, but they can be a threat, especially in the later going, when they figure out new tricks. Ah. And, the dang double slap. Great. Come on. Alright. And, you know, these ones come in using their, I refer to it as the AB special move when you use both punch and kick for the special. That can be very lovely. And these ones actually have a bit more life than the other ones did. Well, and Nasty Knight's back. None the worse for wear. None better anyway. Alright. Woo! And whoop, got him stunned. Although, oh well. And come on. I like trying to do combo moves against them, though that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Come on. Alright. Got him down. Very nice. And the Kaiju mode. Sword versus sword. Very nice. Although Nasty Knight, it's pretty much all his attacks involve the sword. There we go. And one cool thing about that Megazord doing this particular move, is that it hits you down low. So unless you're blocking low, it will hit you. And, dang it. Come on! And if nothing else, it's a good escape tactic. And, dang it. And there are some... I think one feature that is unique to these large size battles is that one hit to the knees will knock you down. And boom! Alright. Very nice. Alright. And now we get to one of the major plot points from the show itself, when we bring in the Green Ranger. Evil Green. So, who are we going in with now? Ah, Yellow. Yellow isn't bad, but I wouldn't say she's great. With her special moves, it's pretty much dagger high, dagger low, and then double slash. So there's not really much to speak of there. But her regular attacks are pretty good, so that kind of makes up for it. And come on. Destroy you! Your putty patrol is not worth my time. Yeah, and these ones will just come and go real quick like. Oh, and these ones have some good health behind them. Ah. Hey yo! There we go. And here we have Goldar again. Just dang, get out of my way. Come on. Yeah, and if you're close enough, you can do a throw move. I'm still not 100% sure on the mechanics of that, but... Yep, and here we have Green Ranger. Ah. He has some decent attacks of his own. But... sometimes, all you have to do is keep putting the pressure on and hope that he doesn't have a chance to fight back. And there is one unique thing to this particular fight, is that you will not actually be taking him down to nothing. There... ah. There we... see? He only goes down to that far, and then he'll run away. Like a coward. And another unique part is actually Goldar and the Green Ranger will actually be getting big here. So it's a rather interesting situation having to fight the Green Ranger with Megazord, because that is somewhat of a disadvantage, but this one is kind of one of those time battles as well. And come on, go down, darn you. Drat you. Okay, so Goldar went away, and we're back to the Evil Green. Yeah. And pretty much the only objective for this one is to survive, because eventually he will just go away. Whether it's by damage, or just because you survived long enough that he got bored or something, I don't know. So, dang it. And yeah, I do not like that sword that he uses. That thing is a real pain. Come on. Fair. Really? Oh, man. Come on, go away. Darn you. Okay, there we go. And we have cleared that stage. And going back to fighting Green again. So, until next time, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice day.